I say when Holmes.
When Holmes.
When Holmes.
Yep. You say
Yeah.
when Holmes.
When Holmes.
Yeah. That's it. That's the joke. When Holmes. Man, what a joke to start the new season, the new year. What an absolute bomb of a call to
And here we are, 2024.
Yep.
Welcome to the Midwest Sad Boys podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Jim. What up?
And this is 2024. Welcome.
What episode is this? 33? 33.
We're officially entering season 2 of the podcast.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the season 1 finale. I know we did. There was all Christmassy. There was gifts. There was bubbly. Whole bunch of stuff. If you haven't checked it out.
It was magical.
Yeah, it was very magical and Christmassy. If you haven't checked it out, it's the episode prior to this.
the one, just hit the back button a couple times. It'll take you there.
Yeah, just hit the thing and
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you to everyone who joined us along this journey last year from when did we start? Middle of last year?
Yes, sometime. Was it June or July, I think?
I think the first episode was February, but then
Well,
it was
I mean,
then it was like 6 months to the next one.
Technically.
Anyhow, thank you everyone for joining us last year, joining us this year. Our new welcomers into the Sad Boy universe. Strap in because it gets a little weird here.
It do. If if we want to look back real quick, and we're going to go into a nice deep dive into the last year. But this last year had everything. There was a seance. There was Christmas presents. There was Dirt Bike Gym.
Yep.
I mean, there was just so much.
We one of our clips hit how many views did it get?
Like almost 17,000 at this point.
Unreal. That's our highest one to date. So thanks for that, everyone. Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks for picking that one specifically.
Yeah. There was no other Atlantic one that you could have picked.
Right.
But you had to pick that one.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
I mean, if you look back, there was a few episodes that had maybe a little bit of a different tone. We were just things we still need to talk about. They might not be super ha funny or super dumb funny. But they're there. They're there, and we acknowledge their existence. But
some of those episodes that ever were.
Some of the episodes that ever were. But either way, you still listen to them, and we appreciate you for that. We are here for that.
For it.
Yeah. So today, brief overview of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about some New Year's resolutions. We're going to dive back into some of the original Midwest Sad Boys podcast clips. So if you have been following us for any amount of time, especially, what was it, 2021?
Yeah.
2021.
We dabbled into TikTok.
Yeah, so we would record an entire podcast, and we would just pick like the funny clips, put those on TikTok, and we were a TikTok exclusive podcast for the longest time.
I wouldn't even say that we were really a podcast at that point. It was just
just in the name.
It was like clip comedy attempts. We tried to make some funny jokes, and we do have some gems in there.
And we're going to go back to those today.
Yeah. We tried to make some funny jokes and put them on TikTok and see if what happened. And then we realized that editing takes way too long. So instead, we just decided to sit down and talk for an hour straight and try not to edit it and go from there.
Yeah. And then, that was what? So that was, I think, August 2022 was the first episode.
No. Well,
where we did like full form.
No, that should have been February because we had our surgeries.
So it was August 2022 was episode 1. Episode 2 was March.
Yeah, right. Which was right after our surgeries. Right?
Yeah. And then episode 3 was May 10th. And then
we began our
full podcast.
We launched. We dove off the deep end in May. So I guess, do you want to call May the official birthday of the podcast?
I mean, I guess May 10th was episode 3, and then from there we have done an episode every single week since May 10th of 2023.
We'll call May. First week of May is the birthday of the stream.
That's when we finally decided to commit. We did the brand overhaul, the new logo, the full video on episode 7.
Yeah, you pulled the trigger on some expensive equipment, and at that point, there's really no going back.
No.
So, because you spent the money, we might as well do it.
We bought a podcasting couch. We also got some new lights. We got some cameras. We got a new mixer.
If anyone wants a studio to record your own content, you just let us know. We got the lights. We got the cameras. We'll stand off in the corner and be quiet and let you do your thing.
I got a full video rig, even whatever.
We can film it for you if you really want to get intimate. What?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photo shoots.
We're saying
videos.
the same thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right. So that was probably the big jump off the deep end, kind of like you said. Spending a lot of time, a lot of effort, and investing.
When you clicked confirm payment,
Yeah.
at that point there was no going back.
Yeah. As soon as the couch and the lights and the cameras all started coming in, because what's really nice, and I want to say thank you again for it, was when so many people were like, "Hey, can you please
do longer
episodes? Like, can you please don't stop? Like, I really like this." And that means a lot to us because now we've been doing this every single week since May 10th. And I look forward to it every week.
It is a good time. It's a good little therapy sesh when you just get to bitch about dumb shit.
Everything.
Work, holidays,
work,
people, work, some more.
Work. Did we mention work? I think we did.
Yeah, no. I don't think we've talked about how much we despise our real jobs. Also, we were trying to.
Work. But so thank you very much for giving us that little extra push to make this into a full thing.
Shove.
Yeah, just little yeet, you know?
So what are words? Words are difficult.
Yes.
What do we want to start this with? Do you want to do some predictions for 2024 or maybe some, dare I say, a New Year's resolution?
Let's go with the New Year's resolution. Maybe 1 to 2 that you might have for yourself.
I want to continue on some sort of fitness / weight loss journey.
Yeah, you've been crushing it,
dude. Every day. Well, I shouldn't say every day because I'm lazy. It's like every other day.
But still, you guys will see when we look back at some of these older clips.
Boy,
Jim has been just kicking butt, and he looks. I didn't think he could look better than he did, and he just does. So, and he tries to pull this off like he's upset.
Megan doesn't even compliment me as much as he does.
He tries to make it like he's upset that I complimented, but deep down,
I'm like a raccoon that you just give a piece of food. They just thank you, and then I scurry off into the distance and consume my compliment.
But yeah, you will see he has been busting some butt. Thanks. And it looks great. So what else besides the weight loss journey?
Well, I mean, Megan and I are definitely going to continue on our whole debt free by 35 thing. So we got a couple years on that. So we're in a don't bother us grind set because we can't afford to leave the house.
Grind set. Love that.
Because there is no grinding at work. We show up and do our jobs, but we are actively behind the scenes trying to get ourselves out of debt, as most people should.
Oh yeah. Better lifestyle.
Yeah, we watched that Netflix documentary about making money and how to make more money. And there was a couple on there that did this thing called FILE, which is financial independence, live early instead of retire early. You live early. And so you're trying to get all your money sorted out so that you don't have to make money anymore and your money just makes money for you.
Love that.
Yeah. So we're trying to get on that train. So we got to buy a ticket to that. Got to get on that train. But for me, what do I want to do next year? I mean, those are our goals, but what do I want to do? I want to... I don't know.
Tough.
Come back to me.
It's tough. So I have, I think 2 main ones. I also, I started with some exercising and eating a little bit better. I have fallen off a little bit.
It's the holidays.
Thank you, holidays, for that.
A couple cookies here and there to be all right.
Yeah, a couple. That's exactly.
Couple each time.
Each.
Yeah, it's one in each hand.
Right.
Each time you visit the cookie.
It's just a couple. A couple handfuls of cookies. Right.
Your handfuls are bigger than mine.
I know. That's my problem. But I think definitely want to get in shape. You know, I have this whole picture for myself, like when I turn 35, which is
this year
in April.
Wild.
I want to be in better shape. I don't have to be at goal yet or super jacked,
yeah.
but I want to feel better. You know, I don't want to get up off the couch and grown, you know.
The stars come out and you're like, I'm gonna fall.
Oh, well, I got up way too fast, you know. Like and I'm working on actively getting more tattoos. You know?
Yeah.
You're getting my hand done in 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to get the whole rest of my arm done and all that stuff by my birthday.
Clock's a ticking, my dude. We're already 3 days into the year.
I know. So
you're already wasting time.
So I'm working on it. I'm working on that. That's my one goal. And then the other one is to heavily pursue my dream career of being a full-time, I don't want to say content creator because that is going to be part of it, but a videographer, a photographer,
sort of just something in the realm of creation of content.
Yeah, because I mean, I know there's probably a lot of you out there listening to this at the same position where you're like, man, I need a day job because I need money.
I got to keep the roof over my head.
Man, some days I just want to slam into a tree, you know? So
you might just
just a little chicane to the right and everything's better. You know,
sometimes those intrusive thoughts get a little loud.
So, and I feel like, you know, like when you look online and you're like, man, I could apply for this job, or I could just not, or I could apply for this, or I could just not, you know? So it's like, I just want to actively pursue my dream career for myself. That way I know, I mean, I might not make as much money right off the bat, and I'm fully accepting of that, but I want to be happy.
Got to build a foundation.
Right. So I want to work on that, getting myself into a better position, which I think that will help me mentally, physically, because I can be home, I could work out, I could, you know, do more things. And then
for sure,
you know, those are my two main things, like for myself. And then as a whole, like as a family, we started doing some remodeling projects. We remodeled a kitchen for Christmas.
How many days before Christmas?
4.
That was intelligent.
It was an idea that worked out.
It did work out
this time. But yeah, so we have a lot of ideas of things we want to do, and I'm actively trying to do more of them myself. So
question, with New Year's being 2 days ago, what project did you guys start before that? I'm kidding. Yeah. That's a joke.
Yeah, you know.
No, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, you gotta keep upgrading the things that you have so they're still worth what you paid, and then you got to invest in yourself.
Or more.
Or more.
And then absolutely investing in yourself. Absolutely, that's
whether it be literally investing, like financially, or investing in your mental health, your physical health. Absolutely. I mean, you only get one shot at this crazy thing called life.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's easy to be like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But then,
we have said for years.
Yeah, and then you have your good time, and you're like, okay, it's getting kind of long. Like this, when's it gonna end?
Yeah, it's not ending anytime soon. So maybe I should not eat a whole pizza for lunch every day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because the end, I want the end to be kind of chill. I don't want the end to be obnoxious. We've covered this before.
Yeah. We don't want it to be like, oh God, and you want to just be like, oh, what's up? I didn't wake up.
Yeah.
Watched some great movies last night. You know, had some popcorn and some lemonades.
Took a one-way trip to Europe. What?
But yeah, so definitely investing in myself.
And you out there in podcast land, you should invest in yourself. Either again, physically, financially, mentally, invest in yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, why are you taking care of everybody else first? Because you're just shorting yourself at that point.
Yeah. So quit your job, get hand tats, live your dreams. That's what I'm saying.
You don't necessarily have to follow that advice to the T. You can wrangle that energy, harness it, and project it back into your life as best as you see fit. He, however, likes to live a little close to the edge.
6 feet from the edge, if you know.
Home and now.
I mean, it's not too far down, right?
That was my. Yeah, it's only 6 feet.
It's only 6 feet.
Yeah, that was my best Creed impression there.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So
what about you?
Me, I mean, like I said, right now I'm really focusing on just family shit, like just make sure that Megan and I have, we're just set so that like whatever 2024 throws at us, we're ready for.
Yeah.
Because, man, I thought I was ready for 23, and then 23 was like, gotcha, bitch.
It had a very different bingo card than we did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Whew, yeah, it did. It sure did. So, what's on your bingo card this year?
I mean, one thing that's definitely on the bingo card is travel out of the country for a vacation.
We do have that.
Friendscation.
We do have that set. We just have to continue to save.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the hard part.
We are planning a Sad Boys trip to Scotland.
Sad Boys take Scotland.
Yeah. So
Sadland.
Yeah. Sad Scott Sad land Midwest Sad whatever Midwest
The Scott
Scotland.
Boys go to Sadland.
Yeah, whatever. But what's really funny is we've been talking about this. You know, our wives really want to go this because Outlander is right. The show they watch Outlander is based in there and whatnot. But they're like, well, what would you want to do in Scotland, Jason? Like, I only have one thing that I want to do.
I think I may have
You still have the
accidentally.
list?
I think I closed that tab, but I can get it back
I
real
said
quick.
I just want to go to Loch Ness. I want to see Nessie. And then what's funny is we started saying different bodies of water, and which we are going to say in public at Loch Ness.
Yeah, we're going to try and use as many we're trying to avoid the word lake.
Yeah.
We're going to try and use every other name of body of water that we can think of, like tributary.
Yeah, the Great Loch Ness tributary.
Peninsula, bayou, pothole, lagoon, reservoir.
Loch Ness Lagoon?
That sounds
dude,
sick.
I love that.
Pool, water hole, inland sea.
The Great Loch Ness Waterhole. Wow. It's just like a puddle.
It's a cup of water.
The Loch Ness monster is just like a snake.
Ooh, we could go to the creek, the Loch Ness Creek.
Ooh.
I didn't know mouth. Well, I guess mouth.
Oh yeah, like a mouth of a.
What is a lakelet? Ooh, I don't know what a lakelet is.
I don't know either, but
we're gonna go to the Loch Ness lakelet.
Loch Ness lakelet.
Yeah, so we're trying to go to Scotland this year. That's I mean, that's really gonna be our one big thing. We're gonna take a trip to Ohio.
That's almost as exotic as Scotland.
It's it's equally as far. 12-hour plane ride to Scotland or 10-hour car ride to Ohio. It's all the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would I go to one when I could go to the other?
Why pay to go to Scotland when I can go to Ohio? I can go to Mosquito Lake.
And I can see all the cows and open fields that I can see in Scotland.
And meth heads.
Yep.
You know,
Radioactive fish in the Mahoning River.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things to see in Ohio.
In Ohio.
It's the size of Europe.
Yeah, we could walk. Okay, so that's our resolutions for sure.
I feel good about those.
I think on my bingo card, I would like to see. I want to see something weird, like
aliens.
I mean, that would be a given, but like I want us to discover some sort of new sea creature this year.
Like something like crazy
big, like something maybe bigger than the megalodon, or like actually find a megalodon.
Oh, there's a megalodon that banged a kraken, and now we have this,
Yeah, we've got Sharktopus.
It's Sharktopus.
Yeah. You never seen those ridiculous
Sharktopus.
movies?
Dude, I'm here for it. I don't mean we live pretty close to the ocean, so that could be dangerous, but
I mean, I feel like we have the best view when
we're
the Kraken
far in enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got plenty of distance where we can see it getting wild, but like we're good.
We're gonna have to get some Sharktopus insurance on our homes though, just in case.
And I think Batman gives out shark spray. We need to contact Batman.
Yeah, he's got a
he's got a
solution to
shark
everything.
repellent. Remember, you ever seen that episode?
Oh,
the original with Adam West.
Oh,
when him and Robin are hanging from when they're hanging from the helicopter, and then the shark jumps up and bites his foot, and he gets into his little utility belt, and he's got fucking shark spray.
Shark spray.
Yeah, shark repellent. Just gives a little. It just makes shark go away.
Dude, I loved Adam West on Family Guy.
Adam West.
Peter.
It's like he's in the room. What's that guy's name?
Joe Swanson?
Yeah, and the dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's like he's in the room.
Dude, you ready for the first hydration check of 2024?
Am I ever? I'm even bringing out the big gun here.
Oh gosh.
Look at this
I
boy.
got the big one. What are you drinking in there?
Regular water. You know I stay hydrated.
Oh, I got my
You got lean?
caffeinated lean.
Caffeinated at 8:30?
I got things to do tonight.
Sure. I got to work in the morning, my guy.
I got the next 2 days off.
Must be enjoyable.
Ugh.
It's all right. Taking a half day tomorrow.
Oh, see, there you go.
I'm off on Friday.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yep.
Oh, because you're going to Ohio.
To Ohio. Yeah. Why would I go to
goodness.
Scotland when I could just go to Ohio?
Gross. You're doing both places in the same year?
Yeah.
You crazy man.
Yeah. Look at me. Big traveler. Big traveler.
Big traveler. Well, you know what we should do is travel back in time
We.
to some of our first TikToks. And what we're going to do, you're going to hear the audio here on the podcast.
Are we ready for this? Ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Ow.
those probably aren't comfortable.
They are not.
No.
Very much not.
Mine are, but
It must be nice.
they are.
All right.
But
I'm going to hold these until you test out the audio because I'm not getting my eardrums blown
oh
out.
no, you're good. You're good. I'll turn your volume down a little bit.
I appreciate that.
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back into some of these TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pop a little screen recording on here into the video on YouTube and Facebook if you decide to watch it on
Timestamp, 20
either of
minutes.
those platforms. So
20-ish minutes.
we're gonna scroll back, as you can kind of see here on the phone. We have a lot of videos. So if you aren't already subscribed to us on TikTok, hit that button.
I can't see his screen, so I'm
Like-
just going to sit
like,
here and
why
pretend
not?
like I know what he's talking about.
Like, why aren't you subscribed to us?
yeah,
on TikTok?
why not? Just
Here we go.
look. The button's like right here. Is it? No, it's probably like right
It's probably
here.
like it's somewhere.
It's right,
I'm gonna
maybe
pop it
right
up.
here,
Yeah.
or it's depending on which way the video is. It's probably right here. This
We're
is probably
doing
like
the
the
Vanna
follow
White
button.
things. It's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then just gesture broadly.
And then you just tap that, you know?
Man, I wish I looked as good as Vanna White.
Same.
How old is she?
Doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna go back to our very first TikTok. Do you remember which one that is?
No, because I can't see your screen.
Perfect. So here we go.
Lasagna, right?
Lasagna.
You have noodle, cheese, meat, sauce, noodle.
Right.
Repeat
that
multiple
windscreen.
times, and
Right.
that makes lasagna.
Correct.
So let's break it down backwards a couple layers. And
Where's
you
your
have
face at,
noodle,
bud?
I don't
meat,
even know.
Cheese, sauce, noodle.
Right.
Right. So is a quesadilla
Not.
stacked on top of a quesadilla not just Mexican lasagna?
So when you're talking about a quesadilla being a lasagna, is it Lasagna. a quesadilla and then cheese and then a whole other quesadilla, or are we just like we're just flapping one quesadilla?
Great
on the
question.
other? Still a good
So
point.
you're talking tortilla on tortilla action.
Right. Well, no, I mean, is that how it
I'm
is?
I'm
Or
trying
is it
to
actually
imagine.
cheese
Between
Just calculating.
between the sheets of dia.
a
Sheetadilla.
Yeah. This isn't Taco Bell. A sheet of dia. Of
sheet of
Dilla.
dia.
Where are you at there?
It came from my face.
Okay, so I hadn't thought
We've
of the
really
the
upgraded.
queso
We've
inserted
come so
between
far.
each dia,
Right.
but
I'm gonna move this a little bit.
I mean, like,
Oh,
Oh,
great
there we
idea.
go.
again,
There we
break
go.
it down into what I was saying is
Right.
not two quesadillas with or without cheese stacked on one another, just
But I mean,
Hispanic or Mexican lasagna.
But would you-
Lagazagana.
would you
The
call
mustache
lasagna
was
that
not the
only had
move, Jim. I'm
a
not
layer
sure
of,
why anyone ever let
noodle
me just run
and
around
then
with like a
cheese and
super long
sauce and
stash like
noodle?
that?
Would you call
That was not a
lasagna
good
or would it
idea.
be a quesadilla?
Well, that's a half a thing of lasagna with an extra layer of noodle. You have to go the next. You have to make the complete.
But what if it wasn't that? Then it's just like a quesadilla.
It's an Italian quesadilla.
Is that not just a pierogi?
I,
Or no, not pierogi.
I don't know.
Um,
there's still so many questions. years
ravioli.
later.
There we go.
Yeah. When was this?
Lasagna, right?
Lasagna. August 26th, 2021.
Oh, wow.
Wow. This podcast has been around for a hot minute.
We've been trying some things.
Yeah.
They all haven't all been good ideas, but we've
Yeah.
been trying some
We're,
things.
we're going to watch just a few, but the next one I feel like is probably one of the funniest ones.
Ooh, I wish I
Okay,
wish
so
I
we
could
got in
see.
the shower. I had to go because
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pavlovian theory, right? Like I've peed in the shower my entire life.
Not this one.
Because
This
again,
one.
going green by going yellow.
Right.
So I get in the shower and I have to pee. So we got in the shower, not for sexual reasons, but just to take a shower.
Take a shower.
And I had to pee.
Right.
I'm not gonna get out
'Cause
butt ass naked.
your body says, I'm in the shower, like it's warm and steamy. Let's get dreamy.
Stop making it weird. Let's get dreamy.
It's streamy? I don't know. Streamy? Let's get streamy. Creamy? I don't know.
Ew,
Oh my.
no.
Okay, that's
Oh.
weird. Okay, so
Yeah, we draw the line
So
there.
we got in the shower, and my brain says, "Bro, you're in the shower." Pee. And I'm not gonna get out.
Floodgates
One,
open.
butt ass naked.
Right.
Two, soaking wet.
No.
Walk to the toilet, taking water with me.
Because no matter how warm that shower was, how much steam is in there, as soon as you walk out, you got ice just warming on
Yeah,
your nips.
dude. Ice,
It's freezing.
Immediate scrapage on the walls.
Yeah.
With my icicle nip.
It's like shrink wrap, just and you're just
What?
It's a lot harder to aim when it's that small.
yeah.
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 Yeah, what a
Get out of the shower soaking wet.
Right.
So I just did it. And then later on, or maybe not even later on, she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "You don't want to know." And then she yelled at me.
Why does it smell like asparagus in here?
Okay, so we
what a clip. I can't believe here we are just doubling down on the content, but here we are just, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I still do it. I don't care.
yes. Did you ever,
It's been 2 years. Nothing's changed.
yeah, I mean, it's never going to change.
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I think we know which one we need to end with.
Which one is that?
It's by far our best clip on the TikTok. It's got to be Poseidon's.
Poseidon's
For
Kiss.
sure. Absolutely.
You guys ever
For those new listeners, man, this was one that I was pretty proud of.
Here we go.
Have you ever been kissed by Poseidon? Or have you ever had a Poseidon's kiss? Do you know what that is first?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So hear me out, dude.
Hear me out.
All right, so listen. You're sitting there on the toilet. We're off to a great start.
I'm ready for this.
Pants down, low fruit, swinging in the wind, right?
Yep.
And it's a real grunter.
Yep.
You're struggling. And it finally breaks the seal, and it flies out, right? It hits the water. And the water splashes up and just gives you a little bit of right on the bottom.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
Poseidon's kiss.
I'm never gonna I'm never gonna forget that. So now,
Still
instead
haven't
of just
forgotten
being
that. Dude, it's
uncomfortable when that water caresses
Uh-huh.
the.
Just splashes
yeah.
over them.
I'm just gonna laugh now. I'm gonna be uncomfortable and I'm gonna be laughing.
And in the background you're gonna hear, "You're welcome." Have you ever been satisfied by it? Not to full climax, but just that was pleasant.
Just
You're that was pleasant. I needed a little spritzer to get me through my day.
It's a little hot outside. I was just cutting the grass, and this is enjoyable.
It's refreshing.
Sit down, fire one off, and it's like splash.
I made my own bidet for a second.
Have you ever been?
Oh no!
Yo, did you guys see how much different?
Yeah.
Just how less awkward I look as a smaller human being.
Yep. It's
It's pretty crazy.
It really is. It really is.
I think we should go over a couple clips for the next 1 or 2 episodes, and we'll come back. We'll revisit some older clips.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Definitely a good time.
Till we get through some of the good ones, and then we'll retire them to the archives for good.
Yeah, but if you guys haven't scrolled all the way to the bottom of the old TikTok page, definitely worth doing.
I was gonna say you removed them from Instagram, right? Or
there was a whole thing with Instagram when we did our whole rebranding. We changed the name.
It.
Yeah, because it used to be MWSB Podcast, and that wasn't really a very good way to.
Yeah, we can't really MDSB_podcast on Instagram.
Right. So Midwest Sad Boys makes way more sense, but it wouldn't let me change the name. There was a whole big thing.
Yeah, we got to check-ins, we got to save-ins, and Yeah.
So they're not all on Instagram, but TikTok has
the archives.
Everything.
Yeah, because TikTok surprisingly let you just change the name all willy-nilly. So, rebranding easy.
Yeah, 2 clicks and done.
Just like that, you can have your own business TikTok page.
Yep, that's it.
What are you waiting on?
Yeah. But before you do that though,
Yeah.
deep dive on
hold
ours and
finish.
like, you know,
Yeah. Stick around for a little bit, and then you can go
watch
do
the
that.
episode, do the whole thing.
We'll tell you how to do it at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, hydration check. I need another one here.
Yeah, I was getting a little chapped.
Well, you know, it's kind of warm down here and a little dry, you know, in the south.
In the south.
In the south.
Yeah, it was 70 degrees today. It was insane. I was actually on my lunch break at work. I was just out walking around to catch some fresh air. I was just pacing, listening to YouTube, so I just get some steps in throughout the day.
Yeah.
When it's raining, I just pace in my office. I show at the door and just pace.
Dude,
if anyone was to walk by my window, they'd be like, "What the hell is wrong with this guy?"
He must be really stressed about something.
Yeah, he's working adamantly, and I'm just listening to random shit on YouTube and just trotting along in my office.
So when does your is your office done at this point?
Nope. Well, I mean, by the time this episode comes out, maybe, but yeah they are still painting and
Dog, I'm a handyman. I can come do it for you.
You could, but unfortunately, you didn't date the CEO of the company many years ago, and that's how
to get that job.
To get your So, good luck.
Well, I can make a pretty convincing argument.
You could. I'm sure you could. You are a very intimidating person. You're very tall.
But like, sir,
scary.
what are your qualifications to handle the painting of our facility?
Can you reach that up there? I can.
I can reach that.
You're hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You're hired.
You see this shelf that I built? You see that wall behind there?
Yeah.
Painted that. This is two things that I have going for me. So
yeah. So how am I not hired is the question.
Yeah, what you're asking yourself is what qualifications don't I have? You know,
it's a shorter list.
Yeah, math. So
true. No,
yeah,
I'm kidding.
No, there's no joke there. That's honest.
Self-report. Let's go. Yeah,
But
no, they
not
are
done yet.
They are still making a ton of noise and a ton of dust and just a mess. And today I answered the phone, and as soon as I said, "Hello, this is Jim. Thanks for calling bank. How can I help you?" Dude flips on the shop vac, just wee, and I'm just on the phone trying to have a conversation.
Is that how the shop vac sounds?
It did from within my headset. It was just,
Oh.
you know.
I feel like I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna put in a clip of a shop vac and put your sound over it.
Yeah, but you won't.
Well,
Give me a tornado siren.
all right, just picture it in case I don't. But if I did do it,
When you don't.
if I did do it, leave a comment saying thanks, Jason, for putting in that little extra effort today.
Only if he does it.
Only
do
if
not
I
do
do
it.
it.
If
I
he
don't
doesn't.
deserve it if I
Yeah,
don't do it.
absolutely not.
Yeah, not one bit. Not a single bit.
Yeah. So long story short, no, they're not done painting the office. And I was like, hey, like, I'm gonna be off a couple days. Do you guys want to like do it while I'm gone? They're like, no, we're gonna need longer. And I'm like, I'm not coming back till like middle of next week. How much longer are you gonna fucking need? Like, well, I'm not the painter. Well, I'll shut up. Just make sure my shit works when I come back. I'll be very upset if my shit don't work.
You should just be like, hey, I'll give you then you give me like $400 and I'll paint it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah, like I'll come in after work, you know, in my rundown clothes, right?
I'm not doing that.
I'll tape off all the walls. I'll do a real nice job.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be the color of all the other rooms because
It'll just be black.
I need to be myself, you know. I got a black accent wall.
Dude, I wish.
My other wall is a marshmallow color, you know, so it looks really nice in here.
I could go for a nice marshmallow.
I took some artistic liberties in here. Oh my god, so quiet.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. That
Yeah,
was for
if
you.
anyone is new to the podcast, Jim likes to
Look, man,
he likes to fidget.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it. You know, I love all of his little flaws.
You remember those kids that had fidget spinners? Okay, well, I'm one of those kids that had a fidget spinner, and I just can't sit still for more than an hour. I also sit at my desk all day, every day for 9 hours. I don't want to hear it.
I sit in a car all day.
Yeah, so
I
then
get
why
it.
aren't you fidgeting?
I don't know. Well, you know what I can show you? I got this new pop socket.
I see that, yeah.
See that? Oh, look
Quite
how
like
thin
that, yeah.
is.
It's very thin.
It's called the O-Snap Lux 4.
Wow.
Look how thin that is. You could barely see it, but like, look at this. You just go like this, and it pops up.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's
so
nifty.
you got a little thing there. You could do a little two finger boy
Little
there,
grabby boy.
or if you wanted to. The reason I'm doing this because you said a fidget spinner.
That's
So,
wild.
like you can do a little fidget spinning with it.
I'd break it.
Yeah, but it also has magnets. Let's see. Hold on. Is that metal?
Probably
There's no
not.
metal in there.
Womp womp.
I don't know.
You failed.
There's magnets. I don't know.
How do they work? Magnets.
There
How
it
do
is.
they work?
Magnets. But I mean, I get it. I get it. I don't blame you for fidgeting.
Yeah. Sorry, I just can't sit still. I got bad circulation in my legs and my feet, so I got to keep on moving them all the time. I'm a whole bag of what the fuck. So
Man, you don't even have any adorable socks on for the new year?
No, we're back to gray. What are these? Gray Reebok. We're back to mundane. Grind machine never stops. Wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep. Wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep.
Unless it's Wednesday.
Unless it's
podcast
Wednesday.
day.
And I come home. Yeah. Then I go home and I do a podcast.
Right.
Then I go to sleep.
Right.
And then I repeat as necessary.
Yeah.
Because somehow you got to keep the lights on at your house, you know? You got to slave.
Yeah.
You got to slave away to the man, the corporate man,
Mhm.
and you got to do what you're told. And sometimes you don't like it, but you got to do what you're told.
Or you can quit and get hand tats.
You could do that. Flip a coin. Decide what you want to do for 2024. Let fate tell you what you're doing.
How do you want your 2024 to go? Do you want to stay, nice and employed,
Mm-hmm.
roof over your head, or
Ready to off yourself? What?
option B, quit your job, get hand tats, maybe just be a little bit happier mentally.
Still think about offering yourself.
Less,
Because
though.
the offer is always on the table. What?
Just a little bit less, though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you just, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, personal choice. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you gonna get for your hand tat?
Can you guys tell us what your resolutions are for this year? Drop us some comments.
We'll make
or
that
maybe,
the question on Spotify.
Or you could also shoot us an email. What's that email?
MWSBpodcast@gmail.com.
Are you certain of this?
I think so. What'd I
very,
tell you?
Very bold of you to just assume things. Where is it?
God, we text a lot.
We do text
It's
a
in
lot.
there. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. Just keep doing your thing.
MWSBpodcast@gmail.com.
There's your cool shelves that you built.
I
Hang
could
on.
just-
Oh yeah, MWSB podcast@gmail. He was right.
Look at that.
I never doubted him for a second.
Send us an email. Hey, maybe you're a Nigerian prince and you need help getting to America, and you want to send us some wire transfers.
Or maybe you're interested in buying feet pics. With Valentine's Day coming up next month, I know we're really early, but the
Yes.
sooner we get this out here, the more results we'll have. Shoot us some emails with some topics or suggestions or things or
Yes.
questions you want answered. Maybe we'll do like a Valentine's Day like dating advice bit for a little bit. Or we'll take a question an episode in February, the season of love or the month of love. We'll figure it out. It's also birthday month
Yeah, it is.
for one of us, and then we can test that out and go from there.
Oh,
so
we can do our birthday tradition on the podcast this year.
tiny cake.
Oh,
we
tiny
had two
cake.
tiny cakes. Let's go.
Oh my god!
We
Yeah.
can't-
So little backstory.
yeah.
I will find the picture. I'm not going to post. I'm not going to say that I'm going to post it because I'm not going to.
You never do.
I never do.
Shout out to Tori if you listen. What up?
Yeah, there was there was many years ago when we were in college together. It was probably our first full year of friendship?
It would have been 2010 because
2010?
we became friends in late of
2009.
9.
So it was our first full year of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's birthday comes around. I'm like, I want to get this guy something. We're gonna do something.
Yeah,
do
like what do
something cool.
you get your like soon to be unbeknownst to you best friend?
Yeah, what do you
What
get?
do you get this like random dude that you know like for his birthday?
Yeah, from classes. What do
Yeah.
you get him? What do you get him? A tiny cake. That's
Yup.
what you get with 2 forks, and you don't share with anybody else.
Nope.
And you eat it off of the same cake
We
tray.
did just it was
Held
in
it?
your giant plate of a hand,
Yep.
and we awkwardly ate cake in front of our friends.
Yep, and and didn't share with anybody. Yeah.
No, it was
And-
looking back, it's kind of rude, but it's also really funny.
Oh yeah, I have no.
I'm not interested in sharing with any of you.
Yeah, and we've done it, years and years. I think here's 2022. A little cake right there.
Yep, at Best Buy.
Yeah, that was 2022. There's
Oh, that was the rainbow cake.
that was a
wasn't it?
rainbow cake. there's a bunch of them that didn't show up in my search for cake on
Tiny cake.
on my phone, but yeah, we've done this quite a few
It
times.
is quite a tradition.
It is, and now we get to do it for the first time on the podcast.
Yep, this is very true, and I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited about this. So something else to look forward to
That's
for
right,
this
because
year.
my birthday is on a Friday this year, so
So we're going to celebrate early.
we are going to turn up the way 34-year-olds do.
Tiny cake and white grape.
Dinner at 7, in bed by 10. Because we don't go out no more.
Yeah, but I'm too tired to go out anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of energy, and I'll probably have to work the next day. It's a whole thing. Anyhow, shoot us an email. We're here for Valentine's Day shenanigans, or not Valentine's Day, February shenanigans. So
Yes.
questions, columns, anything that you want to send us, New Year's resolutions. We'll start reading some cool stuff that you send us out loud on the
Yeah.
podcast. You get some shout outs. You can remain anonymous if you so choose. If you want to be a little weirdo.
Yeah, just send us some stuff and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to send us money, that also works too.
Yeah, I still need to set up that like Cash App or Venmo.
We're not doing that. Get out of here. It's funny to beg for money. It's not funny to actually beg for money.
No, it's one of those things we can put it up and be like, don't do it.
Yeah, whatever you do not send us
Whatever
money.
you do, don't send us money. And
We'll
then
make fun of you.
Yeah. And we'll just use it to buy more podcast stuff.
I mean,
Honestly.
if you want to buy us podcast stuff, sure. Anyhow,
But
did I have any? Oh, dude, you know what? I
too.
forgot that I wrote down, are you ready to get scared?
Never, but yeah, let's do it.
I've got one for you.
Okay.
So how do you think the world is going to end?
Oh,
I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but how
I'm
do you think the
gonna
world's going to
go
end?
with global warming. World can't adapt. People can't adapt. Crazy weather, temperatures. Something.
Valid point. All valid points, because that's a very
Resources.
real possibility.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about what would happen if gravity suddenly flipped?
Oh.
Not just turned off, right? We didn't just suddenly start floating away. I mean, flipped, as in the earth now pushed you away instead of pulling you towards it, right? That's the magical force of gravity that holds us. You know, it's like religion. It's just, you don't quite understand it, but it just works. If you believe it hard enough, right?
If you believe it hard enough.
Yeah. So like, gravity is a magic force that holds us on the earth. What happens if one day suddenly
Just stop.
it just no, didn't
Flips.
stop. It flipped. So now think of it. We're inside right now. The ceiling is now the floor. Okay. It's not so bad if you're in your house, right? But if you're like out on the road and like the gravity flips, goodbye.
Yeet.
Your car is now a
Gone.
flying spaceship. Good
Yeah.
luck, right? Because now you're falling upwards into the endless void that is the sky. Okay, so you're inside, right? Everything's peachy keen. We're doing a podcast, and suddenly we're upside down. We're now on the ceiling. We're okay, right? How do we leave? Right? We can walk on the ceiling. We can dodge the ceiling fans, which are now the floor fans, and we can meander our way up the stairs now, because the stairs are now no longer down. Now they're up. But what happens when we go to leave your front door? Where do we go? Now that the ceiling is now the floor, how do we leave the house?
Yeah, I don't think we do.
No. Isn't that terrifying?
So I mean, is this the same concept where we could put? Well, no. Oh my gosh. So we'd have like cement gloves, and we'd be up on the thing. Like, can we? Like,
how do
you traverse the world when
Yes.
gravity is actively working against you?
Yeah. And one slip up and you just are now falling into the void that is the sky.
Yeah.
Is that not one of the most terrifying things that could possibly happen? If it was ever real. I mean, I'm not trying to scare nobody, tinfoil hat theory, but it was really fun to think about for a second though, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It gets scarier the more you think about
Yeah.
it. Because you're like, gravity flipped. LOL, I'm on the ceiling now.
Oh, well, this is so crazy. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, I'm going to die soon.
I'm hungry. How do I DoorDash some pizza? Like, who's showing up? Nobody. How are you getting out of your house? You never do. Okay, so let's say you do magically have some, I don't know. I pitched this to Taylor the other day, and she was like, oh, just use rope. And I was like, the fuck is rope gonna do? Like, what am I going to Tarzan swing from my front door to my neighbor's house? Like, how do I get to the grocery store? How do we? I mean, that literally is the end of society.
A series of long ropes that you have to pull yourself or traverse. Oh my God.
You would have to fasten to the ground, which is now the ceiling.
Yeah.
And somehow, we would have to build walkways and new, roads and shit to connect. It would be a literal like society.
Everything would have to be upside down.
Yes.
I think the easiest thing to do would be like a train system.
Yeah, suspended trains.
And then like a system of like rails and pulleys and
hover cars. I mean, let's just start the electric car thing, man. We need to teach these things how to fly.
And we just invert it so it looks normal.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah.
We're good.
Now, where I was going with this is that is an absolutely terrifying thing to think about. Let's just be honest for a second, right? Like it's just absolutely scary as shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what supposedly happens in 2062? So not just a long time from now.
No.
2024, right? So we're what, 18 years away? Is that math? Does that check out?
No. 2062?
Oh, 30.
Yeah,
38.
Jim also can't math, apparently. Not on the spot.
Anyhow, 38 years. It's when the Jetsons take place. Do you remember the Jetsons?
I do remember the Jetsons.
Yeah. It takes place in 2062. Think we're going to have flying spaceships?
Absolutely not.
In 38 years?
Dude, I saw something the other day that was like, the year 2013 is going to be such a crazy year, and we're going to have like these futuristic cities and stuff. And there's somebody saying that like peanut butter and jellies are racist. And it's like, we're so far off. We're working backwards because we're all fighting each other over dumb shit. We can't work together.
I saw one that said 2008, the minimum wage is $7.25. The government is arguing about gay marriage. And there was one more point that it made.
Oh, no.
And then it was like 2023, minimum wage is $7.25. The government is arguing about gay marriage. And whatever the other point was, it still stood, and you're like, oh, shit, we really haven't come that far now, have we?
I saw a thing that said it was like a picture of a grocery store, and it had a block of Velveeta cheese was like $7.53. It was like a block of Velveeta cheese is worth more than an hour of your life.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Yeah.
Inflation.
I hope that 24 is just better. I hope it's just better for everybody.
Yeah.
There's people who don't deserve a better year than they had last year.
You have the year you deserve.
I hope everyone has the year they deserve. And I hope that you have the year that you deserve. But I hope you deserve a good year.
Yeah,
not a
because
blimp
you've
or a tire.
liked, followed, and subscribed us on.
Yeah, if you hit all these buttons, you'll have extra luck this year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you might.
It's only stupid if it doesn't work. So
you'll have our full support.
You have to push the buttons to find out. If you don't push them, I can't.
It's like those chain mail text messages. It's like,
forward this to 15 of your friends.
If you don't forward this to 15 of your friends, then you won't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, your crush won't email you tomorrow confessing their love to you.
Right. That's exactly what won't happen if you don't hit
the
follow button.
Maybe we didn't send enough of those, and that's why we are the way we are.
I'm here for it.
Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, do all the things, push all the buttons.
Yeah.
We're here for you. You're here for us. We're here for it.
Yeah. So I only have one thing.
Sure.
And
that was my little story, my little upside down scary story.
Well, I have one quick story, and I want the imagery of this.
Ooh.
I want you to imagine this, okay?
All right, I'll close my eyes.
So I'm driving the other day.
You're driving the other day.
I saw a church sign, and I thought that it said New Jersey Church of God.
New Jersey Church of God. You're a little far away.
It was actually New Jerusalem Church of God.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was New Jersey Church of God, and I just imagined, right? Close your eyes. Here we go. Imagine it together.
A Guido Jesus.
And everyone just fist bumping. Just like
cabs here.
Yeah, and just talking about GTL.
Yep.
You know?
Gym 10 laundry, baby. Let's go.
Like they're just praising the Lord, just fist pumping and just talking about
holy waters marinara sauce, and they just draw a little cross on your forehead.
this was the imagery that I had when I drove by that. I'm like, there's no way it said that. And I like looked it up on Apple Maps. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, not New Jersey Church of God.
What is the communion is just a meatball? Sunday family pasta dinner. Speaking of Italian family, our Christmas Eve dinner was banging.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Megan. Sorry. Guido Jesus. I'm thinking about it. Man, he's got some spiky hair. He's got some cool ass sunglasses. Ooh.
But he's still wearing the robe.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it would be.
It's a tank top though. Tank top Guido Jesus.
Robe top, tank robe. I don't know. The idea is there. You can picture it. Someone better at Photoshop than me can come up with that. And
yeah, you know what? We should have a Photoshop battle. Send us your best.
Yeah, send us your
Guido
best
Jesus
in front of a New Jersey Church of God thing.
Yes,
it's like Sunday service at 8, GTL at 2 to 7. Like, oh my god!
The better you make it, the more likely we are to show it on the podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, if you make one
Commit
at all,
to the bit.
We're
Yeah.
gonna show it.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah, find that line, cross it, and then we'll
Slightly, not far. Just slightly cross it.
Yeah.
Don't jump too
Yeah.
far. That's how you get canceled.
Yeah.
Oh man. New Jersey. What was it? New Jersey. What?
New Jersey Church of God.
Church of God.
On that phenomenal imagery, I think we're going to end today's episode, the first episode of the new year. I hope you enjoyed looking back at the history of the Midwest Sad Boys podcast. We're going to show a few more over the next maybe the next few weeks.
Couple episodes, yeah.
Yeah, just to kind of bring some of those back up, and so definitely scroll down there if you haven't followed already. Do all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Check out some of the old content. Leave us some comments. Drop your New Year's resolutions in the Spotify question of the podcast.
Keep us updated on your resolutions too throughout the year. If you've got a weight loss journey, give us a before and an after.
Yeah, like
you saw my before and after today. I'm looking pretty.
I mean, you know me. I'm here to be your cheerleader. I'll compliment you
He
like
is the
crazy.
best hype man.
So if you want me to hype you up, just hit us up. Send us an email. Hit the comments, whatever it might be. And, we got you. We're here for it. So
We are always here for it.
Always.
Remember that.
But, yeah, thank you so much for joining us in this brand new year.
Do I have a toast for 2024? That's
Yeah,
not what I had for last.
yeah. Let's end this episode
I
with
don't
a good
have
toast.
any words of wisdom. I'm sorry.
In the year of 2024, if there's anything you cannot be, make it a dick. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Just be nice to people.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the podcast.
Yep.
Like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you so much again for joining us. And we'll catch you next week.
Next week for regularly scheduled episodes. I'm Jim.
I'm Jason.
We're the Midwest Sad Boys. Stay sad, y'all. Bye.
Bye. Dance break. Dance break.